Tonight, we're going to start off with some news stories that were submitted by some of our viewers, mixing up your drink a bit. I'm HilaHila, your bartender for the evening, here with my special guest, Crispin. Welcome, Crispin. Yay! Welcome to Barely a Bar. This is our theme music part. Oh. Yay! Thank you all for coming to the bar. As I mentioned, tonight's a little different because we have a few news stories that were submitted by viewers out there. Thank you all for submitting some of the stories for us. It's much appreciated.
I think that's great because you're getting other people's opinions on, you're finding out what matters to your viewers.
Yeah, right? And we also have a live audience tonight again. Thank you everyone in the audience for coming. Thank you so much for coming. In last week's episode, Greyflank mentioned the Leo Awards. We will do more on the Leo Awards next week, but for this week, we will be having Greyflank's book that has won one of the awards for best cover, Cold Blood. Thank you, Greyflank. Yay. Several furs submitted notes about Grumpy Cat. Grumpy Cat recently passed away, 7 years old. And actually, Grumpy Cat was a meme staple. A lot of people use Grumpy Cat, that forever grumpy face.
I hope Neon Cat's okay.
I'm sure Neon Cat's alright, but I'm sure we'll be the first to hear if something happens to Neon Cat.
The Keyboard Cat already passed, I think.
No, poor Keyboard Cat.
I could be wrong on that. Please let me be wrong on that one.
I hope so.
But I want to say yes.
From Sandra Panico, Boston Bruins won the Eastern Conference Finals and now will be going into the Stanley Cup Finals. They also have a team jet known as Bear Force One, courtesy of JetBlue Airlines. I like that. A private jet named Bear Force One. Sunfire Lion let us know there was an Arthur ban in Alabama. A local CBS affiliate reported that the season 22 premiere episode of the long-running animated series Arthur, which revolved around a same-sex wedding of an elementary school teacher, was not seen in Alabama. Alabama instead ran a rerun of an episode from the previous season, saying that the community trusts Alabama Public Television to show children's programs that entertain, educate, and inspire. What do they think? That this wouldn't be educational? That children who could relate to this wouldn't be inspired?
Alabama sucks.
Spank it, baby.
Alabama.
Some type of southern hospitality for you. You need some Jersey hospitality.
They got Alabama Slammers.
Alabama what?
Alabama Slammer.
What's an Alabama Slammer?
It's a drink.
That sounds delicious.
I think maybe they make whiskey and stuff too. And moonshine, so.
I thought it was Tennessee. That's Alabama?
That's the South.
Oh.
That's the South.
Put some south in your mouth.
That's the deep
Put
South.
some south in your mouth.
Ooh.
In furry news, Paw Day was this week. Did you show your paws? I have a stumped paw double seen here in this clip. He does great work. Did you show you off your paws? Did you show off yours?
Well, just now.
Aw. I hope you all showed off your paws. And hashtag First Video Game Crush debuted on Wednesday and has been a big topic since. Who was your first video game crush? Comment on this video with your answer to win the giveaway for this video. And we can connect with you on Telegram to find out your address and everything. My first video game crush was the bear in Altered Beast. I love that game. Really love the bear transformation in it. Definitely had an impact on my furry life. Loved all the interesting positions you could put those characters in too. Anyway, what was your first video game crush?
Oh, I'm not sure about first, but probably something in the PS2, like, era. I'd say probably like Daxter or Ty the Tasmanian Tiger or Ratchet from Ratchet & Clank.
Nice.
One
earlier?
of them. Not that I can recall. Or not on a short notice, but...
Another one of my favorites was Bubsy.
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh. What could possibly go wrong?
I don't know. How was that latest Bubsy game?
And there was a lot of political news this week. It's been a crazy week. From the president's office ordering people like Don McGahn not to show up to congressional hearings, to the revelation that people in pretty important positions are just sleeping on the job and getting paid for it, like Secretary of Housing and Urban Development Ben Carson. One person is getting a bittersweet moment in all this. The U.S. Congress has been fighting with Trump over reviewing his finances, something Congress is allowed to do for any reason to any U.S. citizen. Trump's attorneys have found loopholes that they have used to try and delay and block this from happening. A federal judge ordered an accounting firm to submit Trump's finance records, so Trump's attorneys are now appealing that decision to a judge, and the judge who that may be overseeing that appeal is Judge Merrick Garland. Judge Garland is the same judge who, during the Obama presidency, was nominated for a Supreme Court seat and it never advanced forward because the Republican-controlled Congress blocked anything they could, even blocking a Supreme Court pick for 293 days. Basically another example of how overpaid political figures can get paid for not working. So now the guy whose life was ruined by the Republicans will now get to decide on the Republican president's tax review by Congress. Perfect example of how karma is a Mitch. I say Mitch because Senate and Turtle watching you eat that last serving, Mitch McConnell, the Senate Majority Leader, was the one who was blocking Garland's nomination by refusing to let the Senate vote on it. Just a month ago, he was also blasted over social media for signing a shirt teasing the fact that he blocked Merrick Garland's nomination. I wonder how Mitch is feeling today. Trump also threw a temper tantrum that was apparently so bad, Fox News, the outlet usually supporting everything he does, posted a critical piece telling him to pull up his big boy pants and get to work. It started when the Democrats met to discuss what to do next before the meeting with Trump for a discussion to get $2 trillion moved to infrastructure, which would create millions of jobs, 15 million. Instead, the other I word popped up at the pre-meeting meeting. That's impeach, by the way. The Speaker of the House calmed down the voices for impeachment before heading over to the White House to discuss infrastructure. Trump was so upset that the meeting just took place, he fumed and walked into the cabinet room and for 3 minutes didn't shake anyone's hand or even sit down according to people in the room.
Until someone gave him a Happy Meal.
Right? Someone needed to give him a Happy Meal. He said that he wanted to advance legislation on infrastructure, trade, and other matters, but that Ms. Pelosi had said something terrible by accusing him of a cover-up. Then he walked out onto the Rose Garden 3 minutes later to tell the American people that they can't have two things. It's either oversight investigations or infrastructure. And he continued to say how he's been the most transparent president in U.S. history. Though the piece on Fox News also called that out, saying that if he was going to claim that, then what's the big fuss? Unless there is something really, really bad he is covering up. Trump mentioned that he was upset that Fox was also hosting so many Democrats in town halls. Democrats in Congress are getting things done, and Trump and Republicans are just ignoring them. House Democrats are passing bills at a rapid pace. In all, the House has taken up 51 bills, resolutions, and suspensions since January, 49 of which have passed. The House also passed 9 bills on veterans issues this week alone. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi noted at her weekly press conference on Thursday that Democrats tried to present Trump with their infrastructure plan before he walked out of their meeting. Thanks, Trump, for getting nothing done and getting paid for it. I really hate that.
He's such a baby.
He is.
Yeah,
Pull up those big boy pants. Do as Fox News tells you.
Wait, no, not that last part.
I know, right? Don't do everything Fox News tells you. Unless it's hosted by Nick Wilde. Harriet Tubman won't be appearing on the U.S. $20 bill until 2028.
Uh-huh.
Steve Mnuchin confirmed. A redesign of the $20 bill that would feature the American abolitionist and political activist Harriet Tubman will not be unveiled next year as planned. Tubman will become the first African American on a U.S. paper currency. The issuance of the new $20 bill was supposed to coincide with the 100th anniversary of women's suffrage. Trump called the decision to put Tubman on the currency pure political correctness and proposed putting her portrait on the $2 bill.
Oh my god.
The $2 bill accounts at just 3% of all currency bills in circulation, according to Federal Reserve data. So used up a lot less. Meanwhile, the $20 bill, I believe, was accounted for 22%.
Probably more than that.
I would think it would be more than that, but apparently the $10 bill was like the most.
What about food stamps?
Oh, I had a friend who called it anything that gets suspended by an ATM is a yuppie food stamp. So since $20 bills are the most commonly things spit out.
Food stamps. Sony's PlayStation 5 is being teased, and rumors have it set for a 2020 release. It might also be affordable, starting at just $400.
That's gotta be the first time in a while.
Right? Seriously.
What can it do?
Apparently, there might be some backwards compatibility, allowing you to say that you're playing a PS4 with online games. I'm not sure if that's going to work for the actual disc games. We'll see. There's hoping for that backwards compatibility.
They hardly have disc games.
Microsoft's new Xbox game bar launches for Windows 10 as a useful overlay with widgets. They're also introducing cloud gaming as well for gamers and game developers. So that might be pretty interesting. Amazon is developing a voice-activated wearable that can understand your emotional state, according to internal company documents. Alexa, I need cuddles.
Aww. Emotional support
I've
speaker?
had my Alexa tell me it loves me before.
Oh, geez.
Hey, you gotta hear it every so often.
We're becoming closer and closer to that movie, Her, with Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, I know.
Well, wouldn't that be kind of creepy though? You go to court. Alexis, what was his emotional state at the moment he says he wasn't murderous?
He was lying. Oh, and that pretty much sums up the news portion of Barely a Bar this week. There was so much news to compact I couldn't fit everything in. However, we have Crispin here today. Welcome, Crispin.
Hello, hello.
And we're going to do a bear ball segment to see if he can handle what I've loaded into my bear balls. My bear blue balls. Can you handle what's loaded in my bear blue balls?
Let's find out.
All right. I happen to have 2 bottles of bear blue balls here. Let me grab them. All right. Here you go. And you want to give it a little swirl here.
You put squirrel in here?
Yeah, I put squirrel in there. Watch out. Don't
Allergic
wiggly.
to nuts, right?
Yeah, squirrels love the nuts, so it's perfect for a bear blue ball bottle. Ready?
Yep.
All right, ready? Let's tug. Made him gag a little. He couldn't handle what was in my bear blue balls for a second there.
Those balls were a little spicy.
Yeah, how'd you like the taste?
Processing.
All right, he's processing what was loaded in my bear blue balls.
I want to say you got great balls of fire.
All right, look at that. Fiery bear blue balls.
Yeah, there's some fireball in there or something.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Something cinnamony.
That's right. Would you like to know what was loaded in my bear blue balls this week?
If it's not that, I would say, what is it, Jägermeister or something?
No, but you're pretty close enough, yes. It is basically Fireball and rum chata. Mixing together, you make a nice cinnamon toast crunch.
Well, you definitely got me crispy.
All right. To your health. We're a family bar. Nothing but quality jokes here.
Well, that's less strong than that one drink you made it. Furthermore, that was pretty strong.
Oh, that was strong. Yeah, that was very strong. All right, tune in next week, and we're also coming upon the end of our first season. Thank you all for tuning in. If you like our videos, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and participate in the giveaway. Like I said, to participate in this week's giveaway, where you'll get a copy of Greyflank's book that has won one of the awards for best cover this year from the Leo Awards. Just comment below on what your first video game crush was. Your first video game crush. And thank you all for the audience members for coming by. Really appreciate you coming by. Before we go, Crispin, did you have any trending topics you wanted to talk about?
No, the news is too depressing. I don't watch it. Or at least I didn't watch it this week.
It was pretty depressing this week. There was a lot of news.
Was there an actual release date on the PlayStation 5 though?
No, mostly if it's all rumors. And they're
possibly
teasing.
next year.
Possibly next year, 2020. We're looking at like a Christmas date.
But PS4 is about to be end of life.
Actually, last year it was revealed that PS4 was nearing its end of life. And the last time they did that for PS3, 2 years later, the PS4 was released. So they're counting on that. So 2018, 2 years, 2020.
Do they have any pictures of controllers? Are they still DualShock? Or?
No, it still looks like a PS4 controller for teaser images. They have no official images yet. But the latest games that are coming out are indeed being released still for PS4. And they're brand new games still pumping out. So, high hopes. High hopes for a good video games platform.
All right.
All right, thank you all for coming. Now, for today, in the audience there, everyone will also go home with a free slice of strawberry shortcake if you want one. So please eat some strawberry shortcake. Yay. I love dessert. It's the most important meal of the day. Life is uncertain. Eat dessert first. Or drink it.
Does rum chata count as dessert?
Rum chata does count as dessert.
Mine tastes like fur.
Mine does too. Oh no, I got a fur ball in there.
Oh.
Alright, that's it for this show. Thank you. The book is called Cold Blood. It's been written by Greyflank and nominated for a Leo Award for Best Cover. And it has won one of the Leo Awards for Best Cover. Here's the book here. And we have Greyflank in the audience. Thank you so much, Greyflank.
Happy to be here.
Remember, to win this giveaway, all you have to do is comment with your first video game crush. So what was your first video game crush? You can win Cold Blood. Oh wow, that's great.
But don't read it. It's a family show, remember?
Oh geez, that's right. I can't read it out loud. Alright, thank you so much. Hope that makes a great giveaway.